What's up, everybody, and welcome to day 12 of Foundation. Alright, I want to tell you a quick story here, and this is how I want to frame this day for you. When I was teaching high school, my principal would come and observe me and help me figure out how to become a better teacher. So he would come in and watch me teach a lesson. And then afterwards, I would run up to him and go, "Hey, listen, I know this didn't go really well, I know that didn't go really well." And he went, Stop. That's fine, sure, fair enough, we can talk about those things." But he said, "What went well?" And it really paused me. It had me stop and really reflect. Okay, so what went well? Obviously, something had to have gone well there. What went well? And so I really had to think, and I started to notice, oh, this part went well. I liked how this led into this, and the students were really engaged in this part. And all of a sudden, I started to find there were tons of things that went well. And then what he said was, that's great. Now we want to figure out how to make those things that didn't go so well into the things that went really well. That idea really helped reframe how I think about improvement. It's not to focus on the things that didn't go well. It's to think of how can I make the things that didn't go well things that went really well. So I want you to think about that same idea with your practicing. When you're noticing mistakes, tendencies, errors, how can you make those errors things that went really well? Not just to get rid of the errors. Don't just push it away. What do I need to do so that that doesn't happen again? Not only that it doesn't happen again, but that's actually a strong point of my practicing. That's a strong point of my technique. I'm actually good at that now. Not only is it not something that didn't go well, it went really well. So hopefully that idea helps you, and let's dive in to day 12. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Singles. We're working 110 all the way to 120. Before we get going, take a look right here. These are skills, ideas to think about while you're working through this exercise. Like I said before, we're working on speed. I'll get you from 110 to 120. I'll give you some tips along the way, but make sure you know what you need to work on so that you can get better at the skills that you need to get better at. All right? But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive in here. We're starting at 110. We're going to do 4 reps, and we're going to fly through this thing. Max your heights out. We're not at a point yet to lower the heights, not for a little while. All right, internalize the tempo. Think about what it's going to sound like. Think about what it's going to feel like. Right with your feet. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, nice and even. 2, again, go. Very good. 2 more times, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, lots of energy. All right, that's how fast this goes. Once we get past 100 beats per minute, things start moving pretty fast, which is sweet. All right, make sure you know the skill. You haven't already forgotten what you're here to work on. Make sure that you're playing awesome legato strokes. Nice wrist turn, fingers on the stick, fulcrum pressure, accurate and appropriate for what it should be. And the stick is doing all the work. All you got to do is push down. The stick will come right back up for you. All right? Good hand transitions, quality sound. obviously. Make it sound even, consistent, nice, the way that it should sound. And then good tacit hands, all right? That's already like 10 things to think about. But you got to do it all. And you can. And we're going to do it all at 112. All right, a little faster. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and 2 more times at this tempo. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Nice. Very good. All right. One thing to think about, and we're not thinking about my stick hitting the other stick, it happens, right? Sometimes you're playing in really good beating zones. That's really when it happens, honestly, is if you're aiming to hit in the exact same spot. Sometimes you hit your tacit hand. It's reality. But obviously you want to try not to do that. All right, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I want to talk about was tension. All right, as we get faster, you may find yourself with tension, right? You might find muscles start to tense up somewhere in your forearms, and your wrists, and your fingers, and maybe your shoulders even. You start playing like this. See what you notice, and see how quickly you can get the tension out of your body. As we get faster and faster, you will find that you will find tension somewhere in your body. Take a deep breath as you're playing. I know it's hard to do sometimes, but see if you can take a deep breath and push the feeling of relaxation of a deep breath into your body, right? Just find that area of relaxation, and you'll find that you can get the tension out of your body much faster than you might even realize. All right, so find a way to relax. But also, sorry to say, but sometimes getting faster is uncomfortable, and you might get tension because you're building muscles, and it just might be uncomfortable for a little bit. But you got to power through that because you can. All right, let's power through it at 114. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. And again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and 2 more times at this tempo. Very good. And last time here. Yeah, really good stuff. All right, before we jump to our next tempo, something I want you to consider is when we tap off for the first time and we play the first right hand, is it ready to play, or do you have to make some kind of adjustments? Like, all right, maybe tempo-wise, maybe you start a little fast, or you start a little slow, or maybe just your heights aren't there, or maybe just the feeling of a good legato stroke takes a second. See how quickly you can dive right into that tempo. By the time that you've probably gotten to a point where you're like, all right, this feels pretty good, but then you get a fresh start. How accurate can you be right away? All right, super important. See if you can play perfect the second you start playing, right? Don't warm up to it. Don't start to adjust and go, oh, I'll sneak in here. No, you're playing a drum. You can't hide on drums. You can sneak in on something else if they can't see you, but there's no way to hide with this instrument. All right, with that in mind, let's apply that to 116. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 more times, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time, 2, again, go. Yeah, all right, 116. Sweet. All right. By the time that you get to 116, we're moving up to 118, you know the 20, 30 things to think about, right? So I just want to make sure that you haven't forgotten what it is that we talked about over here, things we've talked about in previous videos, sound quality, tacit hands, nice rebounded, never changing your grip and setup, super important, right? I'm going to harp on the same things just like your teachers at wherever you've been trained, or if this is your only training, right? You have to focus on the same things. They keep coming up because they change slightly as you get faster, right? You have a new tendency with your grip. Maybe your body isn't a machine yet, right? You have to build consistency. So don't feel like I'm still working on tacit hands, man. Like my left hand, it just floats over here more than I want it to. You're going to have to work on that for a little while, and that's totally cool. So don't feel any sort of way about having an error or a tendency. You just got to consistently stay on top of them and make sure that you don't forget. All right, I'm still focused on that tacit hand. I'm not going to change. And like we talked about before, look down. That's why we're practicing. I know I talk about performing and be ready to perform and all that. That's great. It's all both and, right? When you're in the performance space, be in a performance space. But when you're like, all right, this practice session, I'm not worried about performing right now. I'm going to fix this darn left hand, and I'm going to get it so that it doesn't move. It doesn't move an inch. Or I'm just going to make sure my legato strokes feel exactly the same throughout the entire exercise. You know what you need. You got to do what you need. If I might say something that's not what you need, then don't take that idea and don't worry about it. Go, that's great. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to save that for later. But right now, whoo, we're going to get that feeling perfect. All right? And if you don't do whoo every once in a while, you definitely should. Because you need to make sure you're having fun when you're getting better at a simple exercise. We're at 118. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and 2 more times, ready, go. Very good. Last time at this tempo, go. Yeah. All right. We made it. We're at our goal tempo. We're at 120 beats per minute, and you got to keep the heights up, right? You got to go for building chops. That's what we're working on here among 5,000 other things that we're also working on here. All right, very good. Goal tempo, 120. Let's do 4 reps here. We might as well. We're here. We got all the way here. Here we go. 1, 2, and 120. Here we go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 more times, and 1, 2, 120. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. All right, very good. That's our goal tempo. That's really cool. And you know that if you've been here before, you've worked through these exercises, you know what we have to do. We got to push it a little bit. All right. I always get excited about 120. To me, that always feels like that's the end of beginner mode. If you've gotten this far, you are about to enter, at the very least, intermediate stages of drumming and getting much more comfortable with singles. That's really cool. All right. We're jumping to 124. This is faster. It will feel faster. Make the proper adjustments. Play to your feet. Don't put your hands with the metronome. Put your hands to your feet. Your foot is making the metronome happen. Not literally, but metaphorically. All right. Internalize it. Here we go. ready, go. Very good. 2. And again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2. And 2 more times. Here we go. Very good. Last time, and 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, look at you getting all the way through 124. Very nice. All right, we're at 120. You know what we got to do? We got to hit 2 performance reps. Get yourself in the right mindset to have 2 excellent reps with no errors. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Adjust to the tempo change. Internalize it right with your feet. No errors because you don't have to. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time, and 1, 2, ready, go. All right, hey, we did it. Super sweet. I hope you're really proud of all the work that it took to go from potentially 80 beats per minute all the way to 120. You got to be super proud of yourself. And if you're ready to move on to the next one, then I'm super excited to meet you there. But if you're not ready yet, no problem. You know what you got to do? Just go back. Go back. Maybe you only need to hit like 116 through 120 again. Or maybe you just want to hit 124 and make 120 feel better. You know, what'd be even cooler is run back to 100 real quick. Just do a couple reps there and see how that feels, how comfortable you are there after having playing at 120. But regardless of where you head next, I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Accents and Taps. We are here at 100 beats per minute. We're going all the way to 110 beats per minute. Let's take a look one more time at things that we know we need to pay attention to, so that we know what we're working on. Write down what you're working on. Write down what your goal is for this practice session so that you can get better at what you need to get better at. And if you're ready, I'm ready. We're starting at 100. 2 times at each tempo, working our way up. All that good stuff. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Again, 2, ready, go. Drive your feet. Very nice. Like I mentioned in the past, I don't want to talk a tremendous amount during those first resetting reps, starting this whole practice session off, so you can get right into your hands, get right into where your brain needs to be, so you have a good level of focus and ready to attack this, and finding your tendencies and remembering, oh yeah, this is where I like to rush, this is where I always have a tough hand transition, this is where I start to over squeeze, this is the part where I just lose a little bit of control and my tap's getting higher and higher, or I'm not always maxing out my heights. All those things you want to pay attention to. Hopefully you got a good recalibration. We're diving into 102. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Nice and legato. Set yourself up for success. Now those downstrokes. Very good. 2, again, 2, ready, go. Find that perfect tap height. Now just add accents. Back to taps, back to taps, back to taps, back to taps. Very good. Very nice work. Hopefully you're really getting to know how your taps feel in that beginning. Get acquainted with it, right? Get close to your hands now. Just get really acquainted with what that feels like so that you know that all you're doing is, I'm just adding an accent, right? But I'm going right back to taps. Yep. Taps are the same. Whatever the accent pattern is, you're just, back to taps. Back to low legato strokes. Nice and rebounded, feels exactly the same. If you can get to that point where you just know what that feels like no matter how fast or slow we're playing, and you can just go boom, boom, whatever accent, wherever it comes from, back to taps. That's another level. Also another level, 104. Here we go. We're at our bonus tempo from last video. There's not bonus now. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Good hand transitions. Consistent. Very good. 2. Again, 2. Here we go. Take a look down. Right with your feet. Two. Last time here. Everything sound the same? Good energy? Really good job. All right, we're ready to bump to 106. Wasting no time. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Like we're dribbling a basketball. Finish each phrase. Max your heights. Good. Last time here. Feel the weight of your hand. Good quality sound. Awesome. Really good. Hopefully you're starting to just feel that pattern of legato-ness in your hands at the low level. Only when you add an accent, then we're back to that legato. But also when you have those 2 accents in a row, right? That good legato stroke right there. Legato, down, tap, and back up, right? These are all still good legato. Legato with stopping the height low. Another legato stroke. And then you're back up. right? So make sure you feel where legato is everywhere, right? Legato, they're everywhere. The stroke hasn't changed tremendously. We're now just focusing on how precise can I be? How loud do I want it to be? Where do I want the accent to be? Can I play it on any sort of beat? Yes, you can. And we're going to do it at 108. Get some energy up. 1, right with your feet. 1, 2, ready, go. Make your accents sound the same, but also listen to your taps. Very good. 2, again, 2, here we go. Right with the mat. I think that was 2 reps, right? 2 reps go so fast. And if that's the case, then we're at our goal tempo of 110 beats per minute. Get excited, right? We're going to do our goal tempo, do a bonus tempo, then we're going to rock some performance reps. So we're maxing out here. We're at 110. Keep your heights up right now. We're building chops. We're building that memory, the ability to play heights that you might never need to be able to play, but you have it in your arsenal. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Very good. 2, last time here. Listen to both taps and accents. Don't say on the release like I just did. I got excited because we're going to our bonus tempo. I'm ready to rock 114 beats per minute, and I hope you are too. This is going to push our upper levels of our control, right? It's going to push our tempo, and we're going to need to really rely on our fundamentals here, not changing anything. And wherever you feel that urge to have a crushed tap, or squeeze your hands as you're trying to stop the stick, or you're just getting tense, or you're not legato, or you notice those changes, you got to write those things down, because as we speed up tempo, your small little errors that you might not have noticed at 106, they'll start popping up at 114. They go, oh, you forgot about me? Here we go. Now, now this is where the error is actually a problem. So let's pay attention to that, and let's go through 114. Couple times here. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Right with your feet. Make everything sound the same. Very good. 2. Last time here. Awesome. Really good job there. If that was a little bit pushing your upper limits, good. That's where it's supposed to be. And in that light, we're at our performance reps. 2 times at 110 beats per minute. Give it your best energy. Go for no errors. Think about them ahead of time so you don't have to make them. Right with your feet. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. 2, last time. No errors. Really good job. If you can hear that, that's my dog messing around the entire performance rep, making it that much harder for me to concentrate. That's what a performance rep is. When your dog starts messing around, when you're in the zone. And can you go without an error? I made an error. I gotta be honest with you. I'm sure you saw it. Hopefully you made no errors through that whole process. Hopefully that went really well for you. If it didn't go so well and you realize where you need to spend time, go back and work on it. Redo this entire video. You're gonna need to. You don't just do one tempo, you move on, you're good, you never gotta touch it again. Of course you gotta go back and redo tempos to really get perfection. It takes 1,000,000 reps at least. But if that felt great and you feel like you're ready to move on to the next video, I will see you there. Thanks so much for playing along. If you liked that video, please let me know down below. Let me know why you liked it. Let me know what you're working on so I can make more things exactly for what you need. And if you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. No, if you didn't like it, please let me know why down below, because I want to make videos that you need. What skill sets do you need? What would make you better faster? Let me know. And if you want to get some real feedback, tag me in videos. Send me an email, tag me on Instagram, tag me on YouTube. I want to give you comments. I want to make this a community, and I want us to all get better at drums faster. All right, I'll see you in the next one.